Welcome to another week of the Nightly Nuge. Ted, how are you doing this fine Monday morning?
I can't wipe this smile off my face because I improvise, adapt, and overcome. And I want to thank everybody out there for supporting the Nightly Nuge, because truth, logic, and common sense is the wind beneath the wings of the American eagle right now. And I get it everywhere I go. So everybody here, tell everybody you know that what you believe in, your heart and soul, is represented by an old guitar player from Detroit and my blood brother Keith Mark and our Nightly Nuge team here. I come in every day to talk about the things that impact the quality of life in America. And as you can see, I'm always disheveled because I'm a farmer, I'm a rancher, I'm a hunter, I'm a fisherman, I'm a trapper, I'm a conservationist, I'm a resource steward, I'm an environmentalist in the asset column of God's miraculous creation. And that's what the Nightly Nuge reeks of. So Keith, thank you for all your due diligence and all your work ethic and your dedication to getting America back on track again. But I see many, many indicators out there that my hope springs eternal. And I hope everybody witnessing and joining the campfire here at Nightly Nuge keep that positive spirit. We need to fight back, and I see more and more people fighting back. Thank you for that. Carry on, never give up. So that's how I'm doing, Keith. How are you doing?
You know what? I'm doing great, Ted. And I just want to bring something to the forefront today with you that has gotten zero press coverage. I stumbled on this. As you know, our team does a lot of research on current events every day, every week, every month. And I found in the United States District Court for the Western District of Louisiana, Monroe Division, a lawsuit filed by the state of Missouri through its attorney general and the state of Louisiana through their incredible attorney general, Jeff Landry. And the case is against, are you ready for this, Ted?
I am.
Joseph R. Biden in his official capacity as the president of the United States. And then, the press secretary at the time, Jennifer Praske, or however she pronounced her name, the Surgeon General of the United States, and it lists a ton of other plaintiffs. And I read the complaint, and basically, Ted, what it is that Missouri and Louisiana is suing the president for using big tech to circumvent the First Amendment. And basically, they're alleging collusion between the president and the bureaucracy of Washington, D.C. to thwart information being passed back and forth. And I'm going to be careful not to say the topic, because you and I have been kicked off of a few social media sites recently for this issue, and I don't want to get us kicked off again. But basically, Ted, they have taken the government, colluded with big tech, and they have censored free speech on some very important topics that I personally believe cost people their lives. If this is true, Ted, what does this mean to the people of America?
Boy, I wish I had a megaphone right now, even though God blessed me with my own Motor City Madman megaphone. But I would like to project the conclusion determined a long time ago by we the people. Duh! I mean, you've got to be kidding me, Keith. I walk the not-so-mean streets of this country every day, and I'm a big fan of better late than never, but all I can say is about damn time. And it's not as if or what if or presuming or assuming. This president and our Uncle Sam gang, clearly they are stomping on our First Amendment rights. Clearly they have stomped forever on our Second Amendment rights. Clearly they're in the pocket of the communist Chinese. Clearly Big Pharma is not out for health care and improving quality of life. It is a gangster scam, and I salute these great leaders. But here's the real tragedy. We don't believe, we the people, don't believe, though we hope and we pray, and we're going to be activists for the cause of bringing about justice and accountability, because it's nice that they finally initiated what has been glaringly obvious since at least Well, since 1953, but certainly since the communist Chinese weaponized virus scam that has perpetrated all this stomping of freedom of speech, where you're not even allowed to share. Doctors have lost their jobs because they recommend proven treatments for the Chinese weaponized virus. So this is a great day. But we need to push, we the people need to make sure we're in touch with our attorney generals, our senators, our congressmen, pound the White Houses if they ever pay attention to good people of America. But we need to raise more hell than ever to make sure that we follow through with this, because I believe all the accusations and allegations in this lawsuit are irrefutable, evidence drenched, and we've got to bring it home. People keep telling me, I think Biden should be impeached. I don't think he should be impeached. I think he should be arrested.
Some people question the fact that President Trump said early on that the coronavirus came from a lab in Wuhan, China. Yeah. Apparently now, years later, even mainstream fake news is saying that they're reversing their course and said it's true. Here very recently, the UK health chief, some texts were leaked. I'm sure you saw them, basically talking about trying to force the vaccine on the public. And it said in the text, read it how you like, we will release a new strain.
Well, I don't know this guy's name. He's an actor, kind of a comedian guy, Russell Brand.
Yeah, I saw him on Bill Maher.
He said it quite clearly with Bill Maher recently. I just saw somebody sent me a quick clip, but it's like repetitious of what I've been saying, what we've been saying here on Nightly News forever since 2019. When you've got big pharma that enriches itself obscenely with health crises, they are going to make sure that there's always a health crisis so they can keep making money with it. When the military-industrial congressional complex makes their living and enriches themselves with wars, they're going to make sure there's always a war, Ukraine. When the government it can tax us and burn our tax dollars for illegal, immoral, obscene causes, they will continue to create immoral, obscene scams around the world so they can keep ripping off Americans. It is so obvious. Now, you can hear the frustration in my voice.
Yeah.
Everybody I know, hardworking military heroes, hardworking law enforcement, hardworking hardware store owners, hardworking musical store owners, hardworking cowboys and teachers and landowners and people from every imaginable walk of life. People's spirit in America are being terrorized by the illegality, the immorality, the violation of oath, the violation of their sacred constitutional oath by our elected employees. So this doesn't come as a surprise to me at all.
Well said, Ted. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about a topic you and I visited about many, many times and on the show and privately, but this really epidemic of transgenderism. You've said it for years, Ted, that the educational system has brainwashed kids. I want to get into that with you tomorrow night, right here on the Nightly News.
I'm cocked, locked, and ready to rock the Glock around the clock, Dr. Spock. Somebody try to stop me. It would be fun.